Joining us tonight, Congressman Steny Hoyer of Maryland, the House Democratic Whip. Congressman, good to have you with us tonight.
Always good to be with you, Ed.
You bet. Guess we better check in. Where are we? Are we getting close to a deal? Are we having any conversations on this? Do you think we'll see a deal by the deadline?
Well, I certainly hope so. Shutdown is unacceptable, and certainly defaulting on our debt is unacceptable. We've had a long time to an agreement. The Republicans refused to go to conference. We're now in conference. I talked to Senator Murray yesterday. She believes that positive conversations are occurring. Now, she didn't go into specifics, and we have no deal at this point in time, so it's getting very, very late. I had urged the budget conference to report out a compromise by this break, by the 22nd, which is tomorrow. That has not happened, and it appears it will not happen. As you know, all the Republican chairs of the appropriations subcommittee urged the budget committee to get a deal, which gave them relief from the sequester, which is hurting our national security and our economy and the growth in jobs. So that we need to get a compromise. My fear, Ed, is there is no compromise from Paul Ryan's perspective that he could make.
There's no compromise from him at all?
No, listen to what I want to finish my sentence.
Okay.
There's no compromise that he could make that he believes he can bring back and sell to his Republican conference. And I hope that's not the case. I hope if it is the case, he will have the courage and the wisdom to come to a deal that he knows is the right thing to do, bring that back. And very frankly, if it's a positive conference report compromise, then I think he'll find that he'll get significant Democratic support for it. We have no intention of wanting to shut down the government of the United States. But when you have 147 Republicans who voted not to open the government, including Paul Ryan, it gives you some degree of concern. Okay,
so they may ratchet it up one more time, and who knows, they may shut it down again. Here's where I think, at least from my perspective, you always got to get to a number, okay?
Yep.
You got to get to a number. So what are you going to shave? I mean, we're talking about or staying in Afghanistan even longer. That's going to cost money. The liberals are saying, no way in heck, we're going to stay with the populist thinking, no cuts. In fact, we're talking increases on Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. What breaks this log jam? What financial deal on a budget do you think could be made that would break this?
Well, look, I've always said, Ed, as you well know, that you need a balanced compromise. You need a balanced deal. You need some revenues on the table. You need some spending discipline, some cuts on the table. But we need to remember we've already cut $1.2 trillion in spending over the next 10 years. The budget number that the Senate is using, and that's our number, and then the House has a number that's $91 billion less than that. Normally, when you compromise, you try to reach an agreement somewhere in the middle. And if we did that, I think we could move forward in a responsible fashion. Whether or not they intend to do that or can do that, whether Ryan believes that's the appropriate thing to do, we'll have to see. Now, but certainly, they ought to stop playing this cliff game of coming right up to the cliff, fearful that if we go over it, it's going to tank the economy and destroy America's reputation, frankly, worldwide. We'll see if they want to play that game again. Ryan says he does not want to do that. I hope he's accurate.
Well, John Boehner says that if an agreement isn't reached by December 13th, he's prepared to move a continuing resolution at the Budget Control Act level, which would essentially keep the sequester cuts in effect. How bad would that be for the American people as you see it?
It would be very bad. And the people who said it would be very bad are the 12 Republican chairs of the Appropriations Subcommittee who have the responsibility of applying resources to the objects that the American people want to see done, including defense, including education, including health care, including protection of our citizens and our property, so that the sequester number would be disastrous for our economy and for our national security. And everybody in the Department of Defense agrees with that. So the Republicans are playing a very dangerous game if they're looking at this sequester number.
Okay. Congressman, I'm going to take one more minute of your time, if I may. Elijah Cummings, your colleague, told us tonight that Darrell Issa, the Republicans are going to be going around to non-exchange states looking for negative stories on Obamacare. I want your reaction to that. I've never heard of that before.
Well, I'm not surprised, though, Ed. You've seen Chairman Issa has been after the Obama administration at every opportunity he could find.
Yeah.
Clearly, we believe this health care bill, the Affordable Care Act, is going to be good for the American people. We're disappointed with the rollout. We're disappointed that the computer system, the website, doesn't work now. But the substance of this bill is going to provide millions and millions and millions of Americans with access to affordable care.
Yeah.
But we got to get this system working correctly. But I'm not surprised that Mr. Issa and his staff are going around looking for horror stories that will help their argument.
Well, you're going to have 41 million good stories before it's all over with. Congressman,
I think that's right.
Good to have you with us tonight. Thanks so much, Tenny. Stick around.